and welcome to another episode of the Zombie Podcast.
The Zombie Podcast was brought to you by Erik from the West, Finland.
And Adwit from the East, actually Nepal.
Yes. So in this podcast, we will be talking about zombies and zombie-related stuff. This is to help you survive the zombie apocalypse.
Exactly. And in today's episode, we're gonna talk about the intense question of what culture's chef would you have in your group if you would be in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Zombies would be roaming the streets.
Exactly.
And everything would be fucked.
Yeah.
But you still would have some ingredients.
So you would have the chef though, not the ingredients, or would you have the ingredients as well?
Well, maybe some, like supermarket would be still unlooted kind of way.
Yeah, like the spices available in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
All right.
Like a really well-equipped supermarket. You would be the first one who loots this supermarket,
Yeah.
And you would have whatever chef from whatever culture you would want. But only one chef who can cook only food from one culture.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the easy one. Adwit here is a restaurant owner.
Yes.
So how about you tell us about Nepalese chef?
Nepalese
the pros of that.
chef. Okay. Nepalese, I think most of the Nepalese food, the most famous one is is Newari food. Newars are like this ethnic group in Nepal.
Which you are part of, right?
Which I'm a part of, proud part of, yeah. And Newars have been here for like centuries, and we have developed this really like sophisticated, I think in my view, of like taste like it's like scintillating. Do you know what I mean? It's very like that. It challenges your taste buds because they are very spicy. There's very spicy food. There's very sweet food. There's sweet and spicy. So much variety, and I think Newari food might also have a chance in like you can survive with the Newari food because it's very easy to store it.
It's very congested, right?
Yeah, it's very congested. It's easy to store it, and it's pretty lightweight. Do you know what I mean?
Newars don't eat normal rice, right?
No.
I mean, sometimes, of course.
Sometimes, yeah.
But the traditional Nevar food is beaten rice.
Beaten rice. It's called chura.
Yeah, which is like really hard rice. It's like really hard flakes that are how it is made, man.
Basically beat the rice. Yeah. So we have this like contraption where you beat the rice manually and then it becomes chura, right? And the thing with chura is that it's like I don't know how, but the date on that one is pretty long. You can store it for a very long time. You can just put it in your cupboard and then
it's unboiled, right?
It's unboiled.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So you can just put it in your cupboard or your bag, and then you can just like keep having it on the road, and it's very filling, because it's rice.
And also never have this kind of meat with beaten rice.
Yeah.
That is really like congested, right?
Exactly.
They eat raw meat, right? We eat raw meat often here.
Yeah, we eat raw meat very often. That's one of my favorite Nepali foods. It's called kachila. Kachi means raw. La means meat. And basically it's just minced meat. And you just put some oil there and some spices, and then the principle is like so that the more you let's say, what do you call it, mix it with your hands, the germs die. That's what they say, right? So nobody gets sick. I mean, at least I haven't gotten sick ever meat eating kachila, right? And so I think that's pretty useful, and it tastes super amazing. It goes really well with chura. Chura goes with everything, by the way.
And there's a lot of protein.
Super.
You need a lot of protein when you are in a zombie apocalypse.
You do.
So you have always these beans, right?
Yeah,
these hard beans, hard. It's soybeans.
Something like that. Soybeans, yes. It's soybeans, yeah. It's soybeans. And basically, we just eat carbohydrate and protein. That's like all the way. Greens are there. They're seasonal. That's not like a big deal. But another meat product that I would like, it's called choila. Choila is, I think, it's one of your favorites.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Pretty spicy for me, yeah? Me being a Newar. Choi means to burn. And la means meat. So you just burn the meat in fire. And that's it.
I see.
That's it.
I think if I would have chosen between a Finnish chef and a Newar chef, I would choose the Newar chef immediately.
Exactly. Yeah. But I like Asian Chinese food better though. What do you think?
Even in China is a big fucking country. You know, I was only in the north part of China for a couple of years, and in the north they eat a lot of spicy stuff and drink a lot of booze.
Is it as spicy as like the Indian and Nepali spicy, or like is it like, you know?
It's really fucking spicy. It's a little bit different spice. What they do is this traditional sauce. It's not, I don't know, sauce or it's kind of sauce.
Soy sauce.
No. They take dried chili, right, and put it in like little small pieces.
Okay.
And then they fry it in oil. They put a lot of oil and a lot of this chili.
Oh, yeah.
They fry this chili and then they put oil after that even there. And then they put it somewhere and it stays for a long time and you can put that sauce anywhere. So I love that sauce with the rice.
Wow.
And that sauce would also last, you know?
Okay.
The date is very long.
The thing that comes into my mind when you say Chinese food or Japanese food or Korean food is basically seafood. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because we don't get a lot of seafood here, and all the Chinese and the Japanese food restaurants here, they are very well stacked in seafood. You know,
I think Korean food, what I know, Korean is kimchi. Kimchi is good stuff.
Kimchi,
and then they have this Korean barbecue places everywhere.
Yeah,
I've never been in Korea, but I know this Korean barbecue, right?
I've been to one, but I was like a hillbilly there, you know, because you had to basically cook your own food. Yeah. And then you get like at least some cooking experiences.
But you had a hot pot, right?
Yeah,
Chinese hot pot.
Chinese hot pot.
I had a Chinese girlfriend. She came here, and you had the hot pot.
Yeah, that was pretty. For me, it was okay. You know, I mean, the food was amazing. That's not what I mean. But the thing is, you have to wait. I'm like, you
have to wait a long time. It's like a socializing kind of thing.
Exactly.
So, and I don't think like you need a lot of raw ingredients like greens and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And in the zombie apocalypse, it would be nice. Yeah, but actually, what do you want to do in the zombie apocalypse is just eat your food, have it tasty, but eat it and then get into action.
Exactly.
You don't have time for this bullshit socializing what you need when you're eating a hot pot.
Exactly. But I remember, have you watched Old Boy, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Old Boy. So this guy in the beginning, he gets out and he goes to a sushi restaurant. He eats an octopus alive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Korean do have that raw eating.
Yeah, so Japanese sushi is raw fish originally.
But it takes a lot of time to prepare it. Whereas octopus is just an octopus, you know, you just put some...
You know these sushi chefs, right?
Yeah.
There's this kind of fish that is poisonous in Japan, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And you
puffer fish.
Yeah, and you need like a really, really skilled chef to be able to cook this fish so that it won't kill you.
Yeah, and I think it'll take you 11 years to be perfect. And at the end of the test, what they make you do is you have to eat that fish that you just made. I
see. So that guy might be really good in zombie apocalypse because maybe you don't have so many ingredients sometimes and all these kind of things and things go bad. But if you're really fucking good Japanese buffer fish chef, maybe you could cook everything so that it doesn't kill you.
And he's also good with knives.
Oh yeah.
They do all that stunt with like, you know.
Oh yeah. You could have him kill some zombies while doing the cooking stuff on the daytime and kill some zombies in the nighttime, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
A Japanese chef would have like this two talent kind of thing going on, right?
It's like sword play is, I think, natural for them, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Americans chefs, they don't. I mean, you know, they're famous because they're American. Americans are famous no matter what they do because of Hollywood and TV and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But what comes to my mind from American food is like canned food and fast food.
Fast food, yeah.
And canned food would be really good in zombie apocalypse, like canned beans. That must come from America.
Exactly.
You know?
I think that has a 3 years expiry date.
Yeah,
I think
time, man.
Very long time, actually.
And like a tuna fish and other canned stuff, right? All that, like, I don't know who invented this canning the food, right? But America has a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
So in that sense, American food would be good, but in this fast food section, if you talk about that, it kind of sucks, you know? It's just like fucks you up. And
I mean, it's good, like, temporarily, when the zombie apocalypse has just begun, it's good, like, you just eat and fuck off, right? But that's not going to be the case later on. Like, in the zombie apocalypse, they showed that the guy, the cowboy guy, what's his name?
Daryl.
No. Zombieland.
Oh, the cowboy.
Tallahassee.
Yeah.
He goes after Twinkies because they're not going to last long.
Oh, you're right. Twinkies. Yeah, he wants his chocolates.
Yeah. I don't know what a Twinkie is.
I don't know either, but I bet it's famous somewhere.
Yeah. I think that you're going to have that problem, especially for Americans. I think, I don't know, I've never been there, but just from the culture that I've seen in movies, right? I just feel that there's such a shortage of like healthy food there.
Yeah,
You know
all
what
the
I mean?
people who are a little bit health conscious, who come from the States, I've been discussing with them, and they always complain that everything is like processed to the maximum.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think American food, I mean, American chef might be nice,
Yeah.
but American food might suck, you know?
Exactly. In the long term, maybe, you know, when you like just eat like canned, I think, or anything, you
Yeah.
know, that you get from the supermarket, I don't basically trust it, you know. I think in the long run, you're going to have a lot of health problems.
Yeah. How about UK? You lived in the UK, right?
Yeah. UK was like, well, there's American culture there as well. There's McDonald's, KFC, but I don't think we can count that as a British food. British favorite food is like fish and chips.
I see,
Yeah.
I see.
It's pretty good. Me being in Nepal, it was pretty new to me. Fish and chips, fucking the best food ever.
They put a lot of vinegar in the fish and chips,
Vinegar,
right?
yeah.
So vinegar, it makes stuff last longer.
makes stuff
so in
last
that sense, you know, like if you like
Yeah.
vinegar,
Yeah.
you would be happy with that. right?
Actually, it's pretty healthy as well, the vinegar. I mean, even if you do eat the junk food, even if the fish and chips are fried, I think the vinegar, like, I don't know, cancels it out somehow. Yeah?
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar,
They
yes.
take it for health, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And also, if you would have a British chef, I think this Gordon Ramsay would be pretty fucking badass in a zombie apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would have like a, you know, Japanese chef versus that guy. You know, like, I don't know. If they would pick who would win. Maybe Japanese chef would be like that Kill Bill, like Hattori Hanzo, you know, that guy, you know?
who basically cooks food in the daytime and makes swords in the night.
Yeah, with some samurai fucking
Yeah.
thing going on, you know? That kind of chef would be super fucking
Super, yeah.
intense in a zombie
Exactly,
apocalypse.
I think Gordon Ramsay just swears a lot.
Yeah, he swears a lot like me and you, right?
Yeah.
And then he shouts, yells at people. Yeah?
Mhm.
So I think he would be good in like commanding group of people to fight against zombies.
Exactly.
I don't know if he's good with knives though.
I
I never saw him doing anything
I
with
mean,
knives. In
Gordon
any-
Ramsay is pretty famous. If I had Gordon Ramsay on my side, I think I would like use him to teach other people how to cook. I don't know
He
how.
could lead the kitchen squad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we build a town,
Yeah.
you know.
At that point of town building point,
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay would be nice in
Yeah,
zombie apocalypse
exactly.
though.
He
But
would.
you know, it would be pretty hard to get along with him, I think.
It would be so hard to disagree with him, you know, on anything, you know. And that's like most people don't think about it, but like if there's someone who's that annoying, who disagrees with fucking everything that you say, you know, I think that's like, it might seem like a small thing, but that's very like it's a big thing actually, you know. It's not
Yeah.
a small thing.
How about Indian food? You know a lot about this stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a little bit about Indian food, but not as much as you.
Indian food would be good if you had a farm. Let's
Why? Why farm?
Because when you say Indian food, it's basically, obviously there's meat, chicken and everything, but it's mostly dairy products as well.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
not-
curd and all
yeah,
that stuff, right?
Not cheese. Cheese can be stored, but like paneer and yogurt, and then, you know, it's basically like even like this dish called chicken korma. It's cooked with milk.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. It's that butter chicken, right?
Butter chicken is different.
Do you know butter chicken?
Yeah, I know butter
I
chicken.
like butter chicken.
Yeah.
Do you like
yeah.
butter chicken?
I like butter chicken.
It's
man.
good fucking stuff,
Yeah.
man.
But the thing is, it's gonna be hard to sustain that level of taste.
Yeah, and also the zombies eat chickens, you know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have so many chickens around in
No.
the beginning of a zombie apocalypse.
Exactly.
But spicy stuff is good. It lasts for a long time. you
Yeah.
know? Like countries like, let's say, Finnish food. It's so bland. It's so boring, you know. They have only like butter and salt and then stuff that comes from other cultures.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because in the old times there was no, you know, it was fucking cold, so you
Yeah.
couldn't really farm any spices, right?
I think that's why you guys are like fucking hardcore.
Maybe. They have some herbs, you know, a little
Yeah.
bit, but not strong tastes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think like they had some, you know, there's this kind of bread. It's brown bread that's really hard. I think that you call it rye bread in English,
okay.
right?
Okay.
And that they congest it by taking the water out of it, and it
Wow.
becomes like a hard brown bread that lasts for a really fucking long time.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's kind of traditional stuff in Finland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the old times, you know, you had to survive through the winter, so you ate that basically. And, you know, one
mhm.
time a year you kill a pig or something.
Yeah.
But in that sense, it tastes pretty bland. There's nothing but, you know, it's easy to carry.
Yeah.
You can get it, go with it anywhere,
Yeah.
you know. And on the trip, you can gather the supplies. You can fuck up other groups, whatever you do in
Exactly.
something. So that would be good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the bad thing about the Indian thing, because I think you're gonna need a farm to sustain the the food and the kitchen of everything. You can't travel a lot, you need to settle down somewhere.
Yeah.
The food is really good, There's this section of healthy food and unhealthy food, which both taste equally amazing. The Indian food.
How about Thailand and Vietnam, for example? If you would be stuck there in a zombie apocalypse, then I would say Vietnamese chef would be really great, because it's the nature is so fertile in Vietnam, So my experience of Vietnam is only a couple of months there, but I remember that time we ate a lot of leaves, herbs, fresh from the nature,
like raw.
Yeah, raw. I mean, some stuff were cooked, but a lot of stuff were raw. They just gathered from the trees and something like this. Of course, Vietnam has a different kind of foods also in the restaurants.
Yeah.
But I remember more than anywhere else, I ate leaves when I was in Vietnam.
Wow, that's gonna be super healthy, man.
Yeah. And I think if you would be stuck there and the supermarket would be looted or anything, this Vietnamese chef wouldn't be completely fucked. He could still do something healthy for the people.
Exactly. You can just pick food from the jungle, and there's jungle everywhere there, right? Yeah. Wow.
I think Thai people have the same kind of thing, but they didn't eat so much raw stuff. It's really, really tasty. They have this centuries and centuries old food culture with a lot of good stuff,
Okay. What do Thai people do? What do they usually eat?
Fried rice is one of them. Yeah. Thai people eat rice more than anywhere else in the world. 90% of the diet. Sometimes you eat rice in the morning, rice in the midday, and rice in the evening, right?
Wow.
And then something little bit with the rice.
Yeah. Like Nepalese too.
No, in Nepal you have momos, right? This Tibetan origin. It comes from Tibet, right?
Tibet, China, I think.
Yeah, just dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings. Yeah.
And in Nepal you have this Nevari food.
Yeah. Okay.
And all kind of you have potato here. Thailand they have rice. Instead of other stuff they have rice.
What do they have with rice though?
Well, they have different sauces. I think some come from India, some come from somewhere else, and some come from originally from Thailand, right?
Oh yeah.
They have this one raw salad called papaya salad. It's called som tam in Thailand, and that they only make from raw ingredients. This is really healthy stuff.
Okay.
It's really, really, really tasty. They put a little bit sugar there. They put a little bit lemon, and they put raw papaya.
Yeah.
And they put nuts. Some nuts and salt and chili, and then they put shrimps, which are not raw though. They do these shrimps are not raw. And crab juice. Yeah, and they put everything in one pot and smash the whole thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and instead of papaya, you can use cucumber for that to make this stuff. And also lemon, you must put lemon there.
Yeah.
So it's this kind of sweet, spicy, salty kind of stuff that is completely raw.
Wow.
So even if you don't have anything to cook, the gas is out.
Yeah.
You cannot make fire for some reason, and you don't have electricity in a zombie thing.
Yeah.
And then you could make this papaya salad if you would be stuck in Thailand with a lot of papayas and this kind of stuff.
What about the seafood? How much seafood do they consume? China? Is it China and Japan? Or mostly seafood or what?
I was living in North China, so I don't know about there was no seafood much.
Oh, okay.
It definitely wasn't there.
The sea was pretty far away, right?
I think so. Man, I'm bad in this.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hurt your brain anymore, yeah?
Yeah, but at least the fish was not there,
Okay. The only dish I know from Thailand is tom yum goong, and it's from the Tony Jaa movie.
Yeah. The shrimp soup.
The shrimp soup.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that, can you? If you can.
Yeah, they put a lot of herbs. You're not supposed to eat everything in that tom yum goong, right?
Really?
Yeah, there's some herbs that you're not supposed to eat. They just bring the taste into this.
Okay.
Yeah, roots of some really strong tasting plant.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and big shrimps, and a lot of chili,
Yeah. It was pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's pricey as fuck, yeah? And spicy, not pricey. Yeah. I don't know if you order here, maybe it's pricey, right?
It's pretty pricey.
Yeah. But I think problem with that kind of food in a zombie apocalypse would be that it would take a long time to prepare.
Yeah. I think they're very careful with their food. Like the Japanese chef, It takes you have to get the seaweed to make the sushi.
You fuck with the seaweed for days, right?
Yeah, and then that's even if the taste is good, and even if you have like a fucking warrior cooking for you in the Japanese, I mean, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, maybe but the Japanese, the chef with a knife would be really nice, right?
I like most part of China. It's not the Japanese though, right? The most part of China, they eat like most of the living animals.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Chinese. The good side of Chinese, they eat everything. You know, they got cats, a dog, or a bat, or whatever they can cook it, right?
Yeah. And I heard that the best thing that they have been consuming for a long time was insects.
Oh yeah.
You know?
This insect stuff is coming to West now.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen some commercials.
Okay.
Like protein bars made from grasshoppers.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there should be some sort of health benefits in these insects, like more protein and less something harmful.
I think it's like usually it's like 70 to 90% protein in the insects.
I have no idea, man.
Especially in the insects, especially slug.
Yeah.
It's got like pure like 90% protein in that slug.
It's a good fucking point, because in zombie apocalypse, you would have to eat anything that comes across. Like
exactly.
Whatever.
Like
gives
man
you
versus
energy.
wild. You have to be like that. You can't be picky at all.
Yeah.
And I think this is where like a Chinese chef would be at an advantage.
Yeah, because he could cook anything that comes, you know?
Exactly.
If it's a slug, if it's an insect, or if it's a dog, or whatever, you just gotta eat it.
You don't even have to cook it. You can just like put some spices on it. Just eat it raw if you're in a hurry. Do you know what I mean?
Man, that's brutal, man.
The insects, I mean, you know what I mean? The insects. Not the animals. I doubt I'd be able to like eat animals raw though.
Like which animals?
Like, I don't know, like a dog, man. Even cooked,
man.
I couldn't eat it, man.
I love dogs. I got a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love dogs as food or as a pet?
No, as a pet, yeah. When I was in China, I had a dog also, like a big dog, right? Every time I was taking it out, some fucking people wanted to buy it from me.
Whoa.
You don't see so much dogs with people there, because they actually are really expensive meat, right?
Really?
Yeah. We had one party in one New Year in the school where I was, and there was a dog for this New Year dinner. Yeah. And I was with this Chinese, this they call Shifu, yeah. I was studying the martial arts, and you cannot really say no. You know, when I didn't drink that time at all, but you know, when they give you alcohol, it was like really impolite to say no.
Okay.
And that time I had to eat this dog also.
Whoa.
And all this time when I was eating this, I didn't eat much, but like a little bit. I was just thinking, my dog, you know, like what the fuck am I doing? You know, this fucking sucks. All right.
How did it taste though?
Well, it's like a kind of like a chicken cow kind of middle ground, right?
Yeah.
It was like a lot of fat in that one, right?
Fuck, man.
Yeah, not so. I mean, if I wouldn't have known it's a dog, I think it would have been okay.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get rid of this mental image, you know. But in the zombie apocalypse, maybe you come to the point where you have to cook a dog, right?
Exactly. When you're like stranded,
for like 2 weeks somewhere, 1 month, you know.
Who knows? But it's like, it's good if you eat like, it's okay. I mean, it's their culture. I totally respect it. Nothing but respect. I think you should just like kill them in a humane way. What do you think?
Well, at least that, right?
Yeah. At least like kill them in a humane way, like peacefully.
How about this Nepali? A lot of buffaloes are eaten here, right?
A lot of buffaloes are eaten.
They're killed in a really hard way, right?
Super hard way. Even like they transport a lot of buffalo from southern Nepal, which is close to the border of India. And then when they're brought up here in a truck, they're like cramped in this big fucking truck. And they're like, it's a very horrible image, yeah? So they have this rope tied in their nose. And then their tails are tied. And they're not given any water. They're not given any food from the southern Nepal to Kathmandu.
Oh,
right?
Fuck. That's long. How many days is it?
I think it's like at least 1 day, right? Depending on which part of southern Nepal you're coming from. And then by the time they reach here, this thing is like torn off. And the tails are torn off. And then you get killed.
Shit, man.
You get killed in like one like hack, right?
Yeah.
One hack of a thingy knife. But it's like the way they're like, oh my god, it's inhuman, man.
I think those guys who are killing them, if they can also cook them, they would be good chefs in a zombie apocalypse, because they have lost this like humane standard a long time ago that everybody would have to lose in the zombie apocalypse.
I know. I think they'd be like pretty like well fitted.
Like right now, it feels like hardcore that they do this to these animals, but if the zombies would be roaming the streets and eating people alive, that stuff would be nothing, you know. You do everything to survive.
Exactly.
Right?
We might have to do it in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's like one bad thing about Nepal is like, obviously I'm a Hindu. I don't eat beef, right? Because you don't get beef here, right? I've had beef admitting it in UK. Yeah, it's pretty hard not to eat beef because beef is everywhere. But you know, in the zombie apocalypse, I think you're gonna also have to eat like whatever is there. You know,
whatever is there.
Man. No
whatever.
religion, nothing.
Yeah, like you know, like a beef or monkey brains or crickets or whatever you can get. Yeah,
exactly. What do you think about Mongolian chefs? How much do you know about them?
I don't fucking know anything about Mongolia. Do you know anything about Mongolia?
Well,
like Mongolian chef,
like Mongolian, like desert people especially. I read this article. Basically, there's this group of people, nomads. They're traveling people, and they always have horses. They don't have cows. They don't have yaks. They're just horses, right? No fruits, no plantation, no vegetation at all, right? So there's this, like different groups of nomads in Mongolia who just eat horse meat and horse milk. When the horse gets old, it's like a group of like 100, 200 people on horsebacks, right? And so they're travelers. They can easily like evade zombies, and their horses won't get eaten. For example, if I have a buffalo here, you can eat the buffalo. The zombie's gonna eat the buffalo. Do you know what? But if it's horses and we eat them when it's old, and we just drink the milk, then I don't think we have anything. And groups that eat no fruits, just horse meat. Certain groups are there. All of them have like an average lifespan of like 90. Just those certain tribes.
I see. They know how to be healthy, right? I think I don't know which country would it be, but some chef that knows how to cook everything like roots of plants, you know,
like
and
natural chef.
Yeah, like natural shit. So this was everything that we could think of. But please tell us, with your opinion, which country's chef would you choose to cook for you during a zombie apocalypse?
Please also let us know if we're wrong about anything, and if we've offended you, we apologize in advance.
How the fuck we offended anybody in this episode?
I don't know. I think the Chinese people got offended.
We did it. Okay.
If we did, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay, and also please subscribe to our channel, like our videos and all this stuff, because we're doing this for you guys and we're having fun doing it. But we would like to do it also in the future, a long time. And thank you for watching.
Thank you. Good night.